Tyler's coming up.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
How you
Tyler
doing?
Council, When I'm Dead. Nice shirt.
Thanks, bro.
What does the list say, I wonder?
Says, when I'm dead, just throw my body in the trash.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, and
Wait,
you got
just
Danny
throw me.
DeVito on there.
Yo.
Yeah, just throw me in the trash.
That a Sunny in Philadelphia line?
Yep.
Good
No,
show.
no, you're
Yeah.
the first one we've done where neither of us know you.
Sweet.
We've always known somebody, so this is fun.
Hell
I'm Tony.
yeah.
I'm Tony, by the way. This
Hey,
is
what's up, Tony?
what's up, man. I was
Really,
looking at your Real Idiots thing that we're gonna talk about
so
later.
that's hilarious.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And you're Kelly?
I'm Kelly. Yeah. So Ducky recommended that I reach out to you. So this is how we got here.
Well, sweet. I'll just try to make it not too awkward for y'all.
No, man, it's
But
not
it's
all.
good to meet
It's good.
y'all.
Be
It's
yourself.
good. We like meeting new people, man.
Sweet.
So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you want to get into this?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. All right, have a sip. Starting
you-
early.
Oh
huh?
yeah, I'm biting the dog, man. I was up pretty late last night filming a new sketch for the
Nice.
channel. It's like a YouTuber guitar lesson for beginners, but he doesn't teach you shit about guitar. It's like how to pass a field sobriety test and just ridiculous shit like that. So yeah.
Yeah. So how'd you start with this industry and what do you do? Like give us a little backstory about yourself.
So I went to film school at the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, and graduated from there. Opened up a studio with some friends, and was kind of just doing like our own thing, like mostly corporate stuff and some music videos, stuff like that. And then I didn't ever really think I was going to get into reality, but my buddy got sick one time, and he needed somebody to fill in for him, and I was like, I've never done it, but all right. So then I covered for him as a cam op, and the rest is history. So right now I'm a cam op for a reality show called Street Outlaws for like the last 7 years.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, those
you
long
did
shows are
prison.
always
go ahead. Go ahead, Tony. Sorry.
No, I was just saying those long shows are always good. I did Forged in Fire for like I don't know, 5 seasons, and that shit went like 7 months every year.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely keeps me busy, so I can't complain for
Yeah,
sure.
and you get to travel.
Yeah, that's true. We just got back from Australia. We spent 4 weeks there, so that was fucking wild. Can I cuss on this thing? I'm sorry.
Of course,
Oh, yeah.
dude, yeah. This
Okay,
is
I'm
not
sorry.
fucking. This is not professional whatsoever, man. we're just
Uh,
we're just keeping it real. So,
yeah, the traveling's cool for sure. The crew's dope, so like that's definitely the biggest reason I keep coming back. It makes it a lot more enjoyable when you like the people you work with. So, yeah, that's pretty much been my bread and butter for the last 6-7 years.
what made you get into TV? Like you just said, "Fuck it" one day, or just you wanted to go to film school?
So I always wanted to be a comedian. And I was in the Coast Guard. I was stationed in Alaska in the Bering Sea, and I, spent a lot of time isolated on, watches or the engine room and just like writing shit. And I'm like, I wish I could just do all the stuff myself. So like I can write my own comedy, act, shoot it, whatever. And I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go to film school with the military money. And so as soon as I got back, that's what I did. I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, which definitely was a scam. They're fucking bankrupt, so fuck them.
They're all a
But
scam, man.
yeah, so they disappeared. So, but yeah, that's basically it. I knew I wanted to do comedy stuff. I didn't know exactly what that was. I mean, I grew up loving sketch comedy, Monty Python, Mr. Show, all that type of stuff. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Just didn't know how to do it. And once I got into film school, I basically like every assignment I got was an excuse to like make some wacky shit, which got me in some trouble. But I was enjoying what I was doing, and I feel like that's all that really mattered. So yeah.
I agree with that. As a former and forever theater nerd, Monty Python is, up there with all those other.
Mount Rushmore for
Man,
sure.
Yeah.
that's classic.
Yeah. Hell
The military. You were in the military?
yeah. I was in the Coast Guard.
Oh yeah, nice. How long did you do that for? Was that like a
2.5 years. I got out a little early. Long story, but yeah, 2.5 years.
shit?
Yeah.
Alaska's wild, man. I was only there for 4 months and it was in the summertime. But
Summers are beautiful. I was stationed in Ketchikan, so like when we were there during the summer, it was gorgeous. It's the winters that really suck. But it was definitely an experience. I mean, I was straight out of high school, so I grew up real quick. Let's just put it that way.
yeah, I was in Huna, but we traveled all over to PWO. Is that
Prince of Wales
Island? Yeah.
I got a story about Prince of Wales.
Let's hear it. I love knowing people from Alaska because it's a trip going there. It's like the wild, wild west.
It really is. It is wild for sure. Yeah, Prince of Wales. We had some leave. We just got done doing like 3 months out to sea. So me and my buddy Justin, we're both hunters. So we went and got some black-tailed deer tags, and we're like, let's go hunt Prince of Wales. So we did. And he just got a brand new Subaru WRX 4-wheel drive. So we're like just cruising around looking for a spot to like kind of set up. And we hit some black ice and flipped the car down the side of a cliff. And he was driving. I was in the passenger seat. We didn't have our seatbelts on, but we were like sliding off the cliff like slow enough that like if we weren't in shock, we probably could have just bailed out of the car. But we just like looked at each other and we're like, oh fuck. And then we flipped. I ended up in the driver's seat. He ended up in the back seat. And like I'm looking at like the gas pedal. So I was like, I broke my nose. I was like concussed. I had to like punch out the window to get out, climb up. Like, so a tree saved our life basically, because we rolled like 20 feet. And then we had to walk like 5 miles in like freezing ass cold to get to their, little post office / police office / clinic. And we're there, and one of our other Coast Guard buddies was there, and his wife is just like crying, and I'm like, oh god, what the fuck happened to him? So we go inside, and he's just basically slumped over, looking like super depressed. So our shit was wild, but he was hunting too, and with his wife, and he pulled over his truck because he saw what he thought was a wolverine, and he like just took like a miracle shot from like 300 yards away. And as soon as he shot, some guy said, you just shot my fucking dog. So this dude shot this guy who just, there's nobody on Prince of Wales. Like this guy's it's just him and his dog. And like this dude shot his dog. And I was like, well, what just happened to us was really fucked up, but that's really fucked up. So that was my one day in Prince of Wales.
I've only been to Alaska once. I did a show in Fairbanks, but that's like the worst part of Alaska.
I like Fairbanks.
Really? I was there, and it's just kind of depressing downtown.
Well, it's all depressing.
Huh?
It's all depressing, really. Yeah. I mean, unless you're in Anchorage, Ketchikan's a little bigger, but I mean, I went to like a 2 Alaska, like population 17. I like that, like tiny abandoned type shit. I kind of interested in that type of stuff.
Yeah, there was this island we went to. It's like Hope Springs or something.
Doesn't ring a bell.
It has like a natural hot spring in the middle of the town, and you can only drive ATVs on it. And there's like 12 people that live there.
That's sick.
I gotta look it up. I have a sweatshirt from there, but nice. I can't remember the name of the town. But it was like, it's just very wilderness.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dude, I'm looking at the background and I see Dan Marino, and before you got on, Kelly was looking, is like, Florida Marlins, isn't that Dan Marino? And I was like, dude, wrong sport.
Shit.
I was like, I only know it because of Ace Ventura.
It's all good. Yeah, big Marlins fan too. Big Dolphins fan. Let me guess, you're a Pats fan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I mean, what are you gonna do? But
What are you gonna do? Yeah,
we had a
it's
good
all
run.
good. You did. You ruined most of my Miami Dolphins experience. So thank you for that.
Nice 20-year run. Dude, tell us about the Real Idiots, man. Like, how'd you
Uh,
start with that? Because I was looking at it. It's pretty funny, dude. It's awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate that,
A
man.
lot of intricate stuff too, like the editing and everything. I love it.
Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, I do the editing as well. But the Real Idiots. So, like I said, when I went to film school, I was doing all these, like, I was taking advantage of the assignments I was given, whether it was like recreate a scene from this movie, I would just make it like super bizarre, or tell a dramatic short film, and it would start out dramatic and take a weird twist and um into comedy. So, like I said, everything I did was for comedy, and then met this dude that was like kind of into the same shit, and we just started doing it. Damn near, we both worked at the same pizza restaurant, and we both started doing it like religiously. Every weekend we would do something, even if it was shit, and most of the time with no script, we would just like come up with an idea and just like kind of in camera edit it, you know what I mean? So from there it was like, well, I think YouTube started up, and we're like, well, we want to, start putting the shit out. What are we calling ourselves? And came up with the Real Idiots. So never look back. We've got like 200 and some odd videos. But we've been getting like a lot more serious about it within like the last like 4 or 5 years, I would say.
Nice.
But it's definitely ape shit, sketch comedy. And
how do you come up with all that stuff? You write them, or is it like a combination?
So I write probably like 80-90% of them, but people like pitch me ideas all the time, and if they're good, I'm down to do it. But like the one from yesterday, I literally was planning on shooting something because I had just been like, we just got back from Australia, so I was like fiending to shoot something, and so I had something in mind, and then I woke up and I was like, had this weirder idea, and I was like, fuck what I was gonna do. So I woke up at like 8:30, wrote the script in like an hour, 2 hours, called up some people that I know are always down, and they're like, we'll be there. So kind of like just scrambled and shot it. But yeah, I do most of the writing, but like my buddy Alex Desafino has been writing a lot more lately with us. I don't know where the fuck it comes from. It's kind of just like just happens. um, but yeah, I'd say our wheelhouse is like fake, fucked up commercials. It's kind of like our thing.
Yeah. I watched the Slaw Shooter.
The Slaw Soaker.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, this shit is funny.
Thank you. Yeah, the Slaw Soaker is a play on like 90s Super Soaker commercials, but the water gun shoots out coleslaw. So that's about, I don't know where the fuck that came from, but it's kind of the type of stuff we do. So I'm packaging a show. I just finished this pilot called Bad Advertisements. So it's all like fake, fucked up commercials like that. That's the whole show, is like commercials for products, services, TV series, fake movies, and that's the dream, is just doing stuff like that.
Awesome. That's very much like the SNL like fake commercials they do. I love that's
like the best part.
My favorite kind. Like, it really is the best part of each episode.
Yeah,
for sure.
And the musical guests.
Yeah.
That is. What's the inspiration for the writing? Like you said, it just comes out of nowhere, but like experiences or.
Yeah, I mean, probably mostly experiences, subconscious shit, like from watching, just commercials, nostalgic stuff. And then, people will just like pitch me an idea. Like, what was so we did one before Slaw Soaker called the Anti-Foundation. It's a charity whose mission statement is to end all charities. And that all came from my buddy Alex just texting me, we should do a charity that their whole mission is to end charities. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So we had Slaw Soaker. Paradise Guys is one. It's like a 1-900 like sex chat line, and that's from like growing up and seeing those come on late night. But it's with all weird dudes like me that aren't attractive. Um, so yeah, a lot of it's just like things that I've seen that I twist around in my head. I'm like, that would be bizarre if we spun it like this, or
Yeah.
That's great.
I
Where do
love
you get the discipline to like actually sit down and write? Because I've been trying for years, and sometimes it's just like I get these ideas, and it's just a lot of people have that thing too. It's like you got all these ideas, but put it on paper and get it to go.
right.
Do you have any like tips that you do?
As far as I do, I would fucking lose my mind if I wasn't like writing shit and creating stuff. Like honestly, like I come home from a gig, whether it's 6 months or a weekend, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, I can't sit around. I need to fucking create something, otherwise I'll lose my shit. So that for me, it's like I need to get it out, But as far as a tip, I would tell people just fucking do it, man. A lot of people are like, yeah, a lot of people will tell me, a lot of people talk about doing shit, but you actually do that. You actually do it. And it's really just getting out there, making stuff, polishing that turd, just getting better at it and just having fun with it. And then surround yourself with creative people, dude, funny people, whatever. If you're doing comedy, I'm like super blessed that I don't even have to tell people. I'll just be like, I got an idea. You want to come over and shoot it? And they'll be here in a couple hours because we just have fun doing it. And then, like I said, I'm blessed. I got people that show up to do audio, people show up to DP, and I get to direct and have fun. And literally, we're just having a blast fucking doing it. And I think you can see that when you watch our shit.
Yeah, dude, it looks like a lot of fun.
Props to you. Props to you. That's really awesome.
So how long has that been running? Like the whole thing?
I think we did our first one and like our first actual video in 2008. But like I said, we started getting serious about it within like the last handful of years. But just something I always did. So, there's a ton of shit that isn't on YouTube that I had to like kind of go back and scrub because it's not fucking good unless it's like an inside joke type deal. Mm-hmm. So like just go organically getting better, organically finding people that like our shit and telling us, what they like the best and kind of just running with that style.
Nice.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah. I have one more like follow-up question. How many people do you collaborate with? Like how many people are usually in your group or on a video or commercial that you do?
So there's like 10 of us that are considered real idiots. I tell people like if you've done 4 Real Idiots videos, you're a fucking real idiot at that point. So there's about 10 of us that are like consistent. Every video we do has to have at least one real idiot on the screen, but we've been doing a lot more like collaborating, which is helping like getting new eyeballs on our stuff. But it's always like the core is the real idiots. So then it's me, Alex, he usually shoots our stuff. Pat does audio most of the time. So like that's kind of like the crew. And then Cody usually like ADs and grips. So it's kind of like we all just chip in. But that part is like the key creative / crew of the thing. And then we just have a bunch of fucking weirdos that are always down to clown and do some weird stuff.
Well, I love that. It sounds like you're doing really fun, inspiring, creative stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How do you balance your work and family life? Because I see from your questions that you have a wife and a daughter.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's difficult, but my wife is awesome and super supportive. And, last night was our Saturday night, but I was like, I have to fucking shoot this. So we took over the house and she was totally cool with it, ordering pizza for everybody. So she's always been just supportive. As far as me traveling on the show all the time, that kind of sucks. And I miss out on my kids' like volleyball game, her softball game. So that blows. But with my wife, I feel like it, the like distance and time makes us miss each other and keep it fresh. So that's a good thing. But yeah, it's tough. She has to deal with all the bullshit of just daily life by herself a lot. And all I can do is like FaceTime with her and try to be supportive and bring home a big bag of cash. But that's all I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, how long you been married?
4 years.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
You, man. What's up with the awards? Talk about the awards. Selected 64 times for different skits and stuff.
Yes.
Different awards.
Yeah, like I said, the last like 4 years or so, we started getting serious about that shit. And so that included like submitting it to film festivals. So just been submitting it into a lot of weird, bizarre film festivals and more mainstream things. And kind of, as you do like these festival runs, you see the ones that select your stuff and then the ones that don't. So you don't bother submitting your stuff to that film festival anymore because literally all my shit's kind of in the same vein. So, let's say like I've tried to submit to Sundance and they're like, fuck no. And I'm like, yeah, that was kind of dumb, not doing that again. But like, let's say the Austin Comedy Festival, and then you end up winning awards there. So you try to do it every year because that's how you meet other creative people. And, you want to do at least film festivals that have like a comedy genre for what I'm doing. So like my sex chat line isn't playing next to a 30-minute documentary about some poor obese kid or something, which has happened before. So it's like not the right crowd. You got to find the right crowd. So yeah, we've just been fortunate that we've been honored to be selected to awesome film festivals, and lately we've been kind of winning some shit, which is like awesome because then people that are at the film festival want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And that's how you get to meet people and get new fans and collaborate. So just been blessed that way for sure.
Have you ever collaborated with somebody you met at a festival?
Yeah, that's a good question. Met at a festival. Oh, nothing's coming to mind. kind of have like our niche group of people, but I've collaborated a lot more with people that I actually. Yeah. I had this kid Dawson who won an award for best feature screenplay that I met at the Austin Film Festival, and he lives up in Tampa, but remotely collaborated. He did a voiceover for me. Yeah, but nothing else is coming to mind. Hopefully in the future, I'd love to do that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's you like good with keeping like a 10-person crew basically, or are you like trying to expand?
It's a pretty big crew already.
Yeah,
I mean, the idea is like to end up like hopefully getting paid to do this shit. And then it's like, we bring in guest stars with more talent and better skin than us. And then it's like that's, have people guest star, but I still want to keep the core of people that have been like loyal to doing this stuff for nothing, just for the fun of it. And I think they're talented, but am I going to pass an opportunity if, let's say, Theo Vaughn wants to be in one of my sketches? No, he would probably star in it, and then everybody else would kind of center around his orbit. Yeah, but I think 10's plenty.
Yeah, that's like a lot to work with.
Yeah.
Your documentary, is that something to do with The Real Idiots, or is that something completely separate?
That was completely separate. I do tend to do some serious things from time to time, rarely. But this was because my late grandpa, he was living at a like assisted living facility, and some lady would come there weekly or bi-weekly, I don't remember, but she would help them write their what she called legacy letters, which was basically like their life story, recipes, pictures, family values and like help them create this whole book to leave behind. And he was like, you should film something about her. She's great, whatever. Her name's Leah. I was told my buddy Alex, who DPs a lot of our stuff, and he's like, I'm down. So we shot a short documentary that called Legacy Letters that ended up we got reached out for. We put it in a film festival, and then PBS contacted us. And see, film festivals can help you out, people. PBS contacted us saying they have this new series called The Filmmaker Project, which is just like short films meshed together with other filmmakers, and they create an episode like in the same genre. So like our episode was about, documentaries, like heartwarming documentaries, I guess you can say. And we ended up getting nominated for our episode, ended up getting nominated for an Emmy, which was fucking insane.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We didn't win, but we got to go check it out. So that was cool.
Yeah, no, it's still a big accomplishment, man.
It's an honor to be nominated, right?
It is. Oh yeah. That goes on my resume for sure.
Yeah, man.
Nominated.
First step.
Yeah.
What are your steps like getting into a film festival for people that have like never tried to or wanted to? Do you just kind of like look them up? Is there a site you go to or whatever?
Yeah, it's super simple, dude. It's a website called Film Freeway, and you kind of just put in your keywords, like whether it's like, I want to submit locally in Florida, you type in Florida, and like all the festivals will come up, and they'll tell you if they're open, taking submissions, if they're closed, and then kind of just going in there and reading like their mission statement. Like I'm not going to submit to a place that's like looking for deep character driven dramas, so you got to kind of just do that. Otherwise you're wasting your submission fee, which can be anywhere from $10 to $100, which I don't do the $100 ones, but you kind of can do that. And then I would tell people you can, on Film Freeway, even if you're not ready to submit, you can start building like a watch list, and that will notify you when the festival is open is open, an open call for entries. So when it first opens, it's a lot cheaper, because as the deadlines start coming, they start charging more and more and more, because they already kind of are setting their schedule and their lineup. So if you send your film to a film festival that's entries is about to close and it's like an extended deadline, you really don't have a shot at, first of all, getting selected. They're probably just going to take your money. And so I tell people, like, build a watch list, submit early, and then just sit on it and wait and get your shit ready. I would say make little trailers for your stuff, even if it's a short, because those film festivals will then use those trailers on like their social platforms. And if you don't have a trailer, they'll just like put up a poster, and a trailer is more like, oh, I'd like to check that out, when you could actually see some visuals on it. So it's, like I said, it's super easy. You just gotta go to Film Freeway or Coverfly and just start submitting.
Nice. So you wanted to be a comedian forever. Have you done stand up that much?
No, never. I don't have the balls for that.
Yeah, we were just talking to somebody who just started out doing stand up, and he said it's fucking tough, dude. Like getting up on stage, and I could
grind. I hear.
I have terrible stage fright.
Same. Yeah.
Like I would rather like have my arm cut off than public.
Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I used to perform music, and even that when I'm like with other people that are going on stage, I'm like freaking the fuck out, having like a mild stroke before going on there. So I can't even imagine just like going out on stage by yourself, like bearing your whole soul. And I don't know. People have said, you should do that. You've got some funny fucking stories or whatever. I'm like, no way.
Yeah, man. I mean, I get so much respect for people that go up there. It's like, even if they're not that funny, it's like, dude, you got good for you,
Yeah, good for you is right. Same.
That's great. Do you want to show us any of your
Sure.
Real Idiot skits or anything like comes to mind?
Yeah. So I've never done the Skype like sharing thing. Like I just play something?
Yeah,
Or how
I
does that
think
work?
so I can share the screen. You should be able to have like a button down there. I know we're learning all this stuff too. It's like
Sick.
a
Yeah, I'm
bunch
an
of old
idiot.
people trying to figure out
There's
technology.
a more tab, like
There's a thing that says share screen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so hit that.
Yeah, just put all the weird shit off of your computer.
Okay, don't judge me. Hold on, let's see. Allow Zoom to share your screen. Allow the apps below. I'm sure this is really entertaining for people to see me fuck around with this.
It's gonna be great.
Below, we're teaching people. Allow apps below to record the contents of your screen even while using other apps. I'm trying to press yes. Oh, I got to unlock the privacy wall here. Boom. Zoom will not be able to record the contents of your screen until it's quit. You can choose to quit Zoom now or do it on your own later. Let's do it later, right?
I guess.
Okay.
I've never heard that pop up before,
I've never heard that either. What's going on with Zoom? I'm gonna have to write them a letter.
I don't know.
they updated their terms and privacy things.
Okay. Well, we're doing great. So
Yeah.
that's good.
So that's great.
All right. So here we go. Share. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm sharing my screen.
Listen up, ladies. There's a celebration going on right now on your telephone. It's Canada's ultimate paradise, guys. And it's what all the ladies are gossiping about. Imagine, right now, you can talk live with exotic men who want to meet you.
We're the boys of paradise. And here is where your paradise begins. Yeah.
Don't be shy. You can call in and find someone you want to sex talk with. You can share your privatest of fantasies.
You really want me to do that?
Just call 1-900-555-GUYS and exchange erotic stories with the most beautiful men in Canada.
I've been waiting to hear from you.
That was great.
That's amazing.
Thank you. That yeah. I haven't seen the long form of it in a long time actually, because yeah, we so that show Bad Advertisements I'm trying to pitch or get optioned, whatever, has a little bit of Paradise Guys in it. Just enough, you know what I mean? I forgot how fucking long that was. Sorry about that.
No, it was awesome. I love like the grainy old 80s footage, like with the lines through it.
Good times. Yeah, so that was actually shot
that
on
wardrobe. You guys just had that wardrobe like laying around.
So yeah. Oh yeah. That's kind of what I normally wear. I'm trying to dress up for this podcast, but no. So as far as the wardrobes go, at that point I still had the little film studio that me and my buddies started. And the back like bay was like it was 1,500 square foot, and we just like mounted like poles as hangers, like, you know, industrial poles. And, you know, we just kept like collecting all these ridiculous things. And then people would come over and just like, here's some shit that I don't want anymore. And, you know, give us like ridiculous stuff. So I think we had the majority of that. And if we didn't, we just went to like Goodwill and got like weird, mostly women's clothing, if I recall, that didn't fit us well. But yeah, as far as the way that it was filmed, we filmed that on the HVX 200, the old Panasonic. and then just like downloaded a VHS style plugin. So
nice.
Yeah.
You ever like look at a piece of like clothing you get from Goodwill or something and like come up with an idea from that?
Yeah. Or so I guess more so when we had the studio, like, and we had a big, green screen psych, we couldn't think of an idea. Honestly, we would just like look at all the bullshit props and costumes we had. And sometimes that would like inspire at least an idea and go from there.
Sweet.
That's awesome. What advice would you give like your younger self that was just starting out and like starting, a studio or getting into the industry in any way, really?
I would say the film festival thing. Like I wasn't aware of the shit until so Paradise Guys, what you just watched was the first one we ever submitted. And we didn't submit it that much. I think we submitted it to like a few. And then I was like, yeah, that was cool because we went to Tampa Bay Underground Film Festival, and that was cool. But I would say start submitting to film festivals and meeting people. And a lot of the times, decision makers and distributors will show up at these film festivals. And now with all like the streaming shit, you can get your stuff somewhere. And it's kind of just like up to you. Where do you want it? What kind of agreement do you want? I'm holding off on my feature that's just ending its film festival run because it's literally it's like an anthology of our best stuff. It's like 50 minutes long, just enough before your brain melts out of your ears. But some of the elements of it are in the pilot that I'm trying to actually sell. So I haven't put it on like Amazon Prime or Vudu or Film Hub or anything like that. But film festivals and just do this. I would say, I wish I would have started collaborating with more people sooner because it was kind of like we were just doing this stuff for us. And now in retrospect, like if I would have started like building and collaborating, we'd probably have a lot bigger subscriber count, which we're like finally about to hit 10,000 subscribers, which is a goal of mine. So that's pretty sick.
That's awesome.
But yeah, collaborate, go to film festivals, submit.
Cool, man.
Really great. Well, we'll definitely put a link up on our website to your YouTube channel. We'll have a page that has like guest links and a little profile for you so that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I started this like a few years ago. Just I got sick and couldn't do anything, so I needed to be creative. Did this whole thing, and then we just we were working a lot and everything, and decided just now to start it up. So we haven't even posted anything yet. So it's going to come out soon, and
that's great.
Yeah, so we're just doing it, making like a little community, getting everyone's work like promoted and all that, And
well, you're doing the Lord's work. And I like the concept, and I hope it fucking goes great. And if there's anything I can do to, like mesh our worlds as far as my fans and your fans, that's a win-win for sure.
That's the whole thing about this, man. It's like everyone's creative in this industry in some way. So it's like just to get people out there, like, you could work with somebody and never know. No one could ever know about that you were doing.
Right.
You could work with them on a whole show. And it's nice to just know more things about people and what they're into. And it's like someone could add the same thing as like, dude, like I want to work with you, like let's do something. So just to kind of get those collaborations going and kind of building a little community around some stuff. And we're going to try to incorporate some fun shit too and all that stuff. But
well, hell yeah. Am I your first guest since you brought it back?
No, you are.
God damn it.
You're like.
I think
10th,
you're
9th, 10th.
Lucky number 10.
Maybe. Don't hold me to that. But,
they had to do my episode twice.
You got to do your episode twice. That's good. At least you got to practice for one of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're not trying to be hosty. We're just kind of keeping it real. We want to just talk to people and pick your brain and learn about some shit. So that's
dude.
That's
being a freelancer in any industry, but especially the entertainment industry, like everyone has very different paths, but they all cross at some point, I think.
Yeah. No, that's definitely, meeting all the people you get to meet, all the creative people, the camaraderie. That's definitely really cool.
What's next down the line? Just keep continuing with this and writing some more stuff and everything.
Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to fucking sell this bad advertisement show. So if you know anybody, what's up?
With
I'll send you the
six
pilot.
of our listeners right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully one
Holler
of them.
at me. I've got a whole pitch Bible. I'll send it to you.
Next time you're gonna win that Emmy.
Well, that would be sick, but probably not, because I probably won't be doing any more serious shit. I'm just focusing on the comedy.
Yeah.
But next up is trying to sell that. I've got some meetings lined up in July, so I'm going to be flying out to Hollywood then, and then in between that, hopefully get a few more sketches done before Street Outlaws No Prep Kings starts up, and I have to hit the road a bunch. So right now we have in the chamber ready to go a Urinature commercial, which is a furniture store. You can piss on all the furniture. And on the furniture, and then we have Lorenzo's Coal Fire Salads, which we're trying to stick to the commercial thing. So Lorenzo's Coal Fire Salads is like an Italian restaurant, but it's just salads that you throw in the oven and it comes out as ash, but like it's very hipster, weird shit where the owner's just talking shit about his wife the whole time in the commercial. But so that's, hopefully I'll get those two done before I leave. But just nonstop doing some cartoons. So like on the side, as I'm like pre-proing all this other stuff, we got a professional wrestler involved with one, and a stand-up comedian that I worked with before who's about to blow up. So the commercial or the cartoon thing is a lot easier to collaborate because I live in Deerfield Beach, and that's not really the comedy hub of the world. So doing some more cartoons as well.
Nice. So you draw the cartoons?
No, fuck no, I can't draw. I outsource that. So meeting people at film festivals. There you go. Actually, so the animator I met at a festival, and I was just like blown away by her style. And I reached out and sent her the script, and she loved it and was like, and obviously I'm like, I'll pay you for your time because like you don't have to do this shit. So, so just trying to get as much shit done before I hit the road.
Nice. You going back to Australia?
No, I wish. Actually, fuck that flight. That was horrendous. But
no, I've been there. I did a semester there in college.
Dude, where at?
Robina, Bond University. It's like on the Gold Coast.
Okay.
Like 2 hours north of Sydney.
Yeah, we went to the Gold Coast. Took the train from Brisbane up to the Gold Coast with a couple cam ops on the show. Had a blast there. But yeah, Australia was dope. No, we go to like, podunk towns because that's mostly where these drag strips are. So I don't know where we're going first. All I know is it starts in June and we go out every weekend, leave on a Thursday, come back Sunday. And then July looks open, which means that there'll probably be some sort of show for that month that they want us to film. So spending all my money and then recuperating it just in the nick of time to survive. You know the game.
Hey, yep. That is the freelancer way for sure.
Yeah.
But I find all of your comedy stuff and the fact that you are diligent and like you never really take time off of that I find that very inspiring. I wish I was like that.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Well, we're trying to do that to just stay with this and just keep it consistent.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say that. Yeah, you guys are like, you're right there and you're just starting back up. And the fact that you have, so you're just stockpiling interviews to like do a big, so you have a bunch to be consistent.
Yeah, I'm going to put out a few, like right away and then kind of trickle them in. So it's not like a big lull in the thing, but And
So
plus,
that's the game.
we're still figuring it out, learning how to do this shit anyway. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, the
never-
big thing is, man, like my passion. I like to help people, man. Like I like to promote creativity and like all this stuff. And I thought of this idea because I was listening to a podcast one time, and it just hit me, and I'm like, dude, like there's so many people I've worked with forever, and you like don't know anything outside of that job.
Yeah.
And like I've hung out with them at bars and everything, and it's like, what do you actually really do? Because everyone tends to talk about work, like you talk about work and that job, and you go to the bar afterwards, and then you're talking
Yeah.
about work, and you're like, everybody else, so you don't get to know each other. So this is a big thing for like in a grand scale where
Yeah.
people can be like, oh shit. And then, we work with so many people every couple months, every couple weeks or whatever. And someone goes on a show, they're like, oh, Tyler, I watched your thing, dude. Like, and you have something to talk about right there,
It's fucking sick, dude. What a good idea.
That's
And
the whole thing, man.
We definitely want to have a community of, people from the industry. And even like if you're a freelancer anywhere, like we want to talk to you. We want to know your story because everyone's unique and it's just really exciting.
yeah, no, it's dope.
I love hearing about other people's lives.
Well, that's what I want to like. Tell me about like, what do you guys do? Let's flip the fucking script.
We
You have to watch my episode.
Okay. Look at that fucking teaser right there.
We don't talk about me either, dude. I've been sick and out of work for a little bit because that's a whole health thing. We could talk about that off camera, but
yeah. I mean, if you don't want to bring that up, I don't want to.
We'll talk about it when we cut.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on the side or when it comes up naturally.
Maybe that's how that's how you would mostly find me in my life. But I have passion projects too and some art ideas.
Nice. Wait, so I missed it. How would people say that you would mostly be found?
As an AD.
Oh, sick. All right, right on. Yeah. Where are you guys from? Where are you based out of currently?
Right now, I'm in New Hampshire, hailing.
Nice.
I was in Brooklyn. I was in Brooklyn for like 13 years, and in LA a couple of years before that. And I'm a camera operator in a tech soup.
Nice.
So I've done a lot of different shows like that. But.
Oh yeah. And where are you at, Kelly?
Right now I'm currently chilling in Texas in my hometown. I'm taking the hiatus from the film industry for a moment. But I've been on the road pretty much for like 10 years. And before that, I lived in New York, like post college until 2012. So I'm chilling at the moment, which is kind of nice. I've never done this in my life. So it's kind of.
Yeah, it's a nice little break, but.
Yeah, take a break. I love chilling. I'm like an expert at it. Me and my couch, homies.
What's up with the back wall? Is that all like sports stuff?
There's a lot of weird shit here. Can't show you the floor because it's a fucking mess. I've been meaning to put more stuff on this side of the wall above your guys' heads. But I just never have the time. But there's like there's a script for Mick Foley. I don't know if you know who he is, Mankind, the wrestler.
Yeah.
So there's like a shadow box, and he signed a script that I wrote for him. And then there's like some of my weird art, I guess you can say, and a bunch of action figures, a lot of sports action figures. I don't know if you remember starting lineups. So you got Bernie Williams, you got Cal Ripken, Chipper Jones, Chuck Knobloch.
You're probably our age. You're probably around our age.
Yeah, probably.
Late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah. So just like a lot of action figures because I'm a nerd. And
we're all nerds, bro.
Yeah. So art, sports stuff, Marlins, Dan Marino.
So I'm sure Ducky never stopped talking about sports when he's around.
Yeah, but he's fucking annoying about it. That's the difference. See, like I like my team, but I don't need to fucking tell people about it all the time.
I hear you, man.
Tell me. I do love sporting events, but I can't remember what team plays football and what team plays baseball.
I've had
like,
plenty of
there for the beer and wings and like, yay!
I respect that.
For the wrong team. Oops.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, Tyler, anything else you wanna like put out there?
No. Yeah. Check out The Real Idiots. I guess obviously I should say that, but it's REEL. The biggest, misconception is people look for the real REAL idiots.
Like a
Does that
real
exist?
film.
I don't know if you know what. I probably should go check that out and see if the real REAL idiots exist, but I don't give a fuck about them. They probably aren't doing much.
Fuck those people.
Yeah, no, real, like movie real.
Domain, so no one else can use it.
I like it. The spin on, camera and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I did have the domain, The Real Idiots, as you were just saying, the domain, but then I didn't pay my bill, so somebody fucking bought that name. So I don't have that, but who cares? We got the YouTube.
Yeah,
so.
That's the most
cool.
Hell yeah.
Well, our website should be launching by April 7th.
Yeah, Kelly's been working hard on that. And yeah, we're gonna try to do some different things, like put out writing prompts and different photo things for people to just get like involved with some shit and make it more community stuff. So
if you ever need anything, like I said, just let me know.
For sure.
You need a male model. I got the body of a goddess.
Dude, I already wrote in my notes. I'm like, male model, Tyler. Got it. Yeah, cool.
Got it. Yeah, but like honestly, so I play this character Slug Boy, who's like basically a play on like all these like YouTube unboxer influencer douchebags. So like, but like my buddy's knife company, he hit me up to do a review of his knives as Slug Boy. So once your shit drops, if you want me to hype up your website and what you guys do as a service, I'd be happy to do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, that'd be rad.
Check out Slug Boy. Make sure you check that out before you agree to that on camera.
So another one of those videos with the lingerie.
No, like I wear like baby sunglasses and I just act like a douchebag as I unbox things or talk about services, and some actual companies and people have like hit me up to like play this character promoting their shit. But the problem is, so like it'll be like use promo code Slug Boy for 30% off. But the problem is like people don't know if it's a joke or not, so it's not selling anything for them. But like a service like yours, it would be cool. Check out Open Walkie.
Would you be willing to do a whole episode as Slug Boy?
Fuck yeah, I would. I love the name Open Walkie, by the way. I wanted to mention that. It's fucking great. Man.
I mean, it's one of those things. I was like, everyone can hear everybody on an open walkie, so fuck it,
Yeah, it's great.
No,
it's deep, bro.
It's deep. It is.
What's your secret channel on the walkie?
16. I don't know. Is there 16 channels? I don't remember.
I don't know. Is there 15?
There's 16. There's always 16.
There's 16.
16th channel.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Then it's 17.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't really have a secret channel, but we just usually switch to 2.
Take it to 2.
It's a 2. That's Kelly's website.
It's my website.
Oh, nice.
Take it to 2.
Yeah, you're an AD, so you gotta keep people in check and tell them to stop with the fucking chatter.
I usually just have one because I wear 2 walkies, one walkie hanging out on 2, so I know all the gossip.
Oh, that's a good idea. Also scary and terrifying.
Sometimes people have another secret channel when they say 2, and it's usually 9.
Well, really? It's always like, like we used to do this where it's somebody's like, oh, go to 2, and then everybody else would switch to 2 to just fucking eavesdrop.
Oh, always.
You have to.
It's like you can't say switch to 2 and not be tempted to switch to 2.
Exactly. If you're not doing anything, if it's my break time and I'm like got the camera down, it's like, oh, go to 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I only go to 2 if I'm gonna like ramble on about shit, but I have no shame in my game, so I'll say whatever I need to say on 3, which is our main channel. And the EP loves me and knows I'm a fucking weirdo, so I say outlandish shit all the time. And our AD Lou, who I fucking love, I don't know if you know him,
Lou Viteri.
Lou Restrepo.
Oh, I don't
no.
know.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say Lou Viteri.
No. He'll, once in a while be like, take it to 2, but normally I keep it short.
All right. Well, thank you for coming
Thank
to
you.
talk to us.
Yes. So nice to meet you. And
Yeah,
let's keep in touch and collaborate.
Hell yeah. We're friends now, so let's do it.
Totally.
We're gonna cut this shit and then talk about some other weird stuff.
All right. Hopefully it's about me behind my back on channel 2.
Yeah. All
right, y'all.
Thanks,
well,
man.
have a great Sunday.
Yeah. Stick around for a second. We're gonna.
Yeah, stick around. We're gonna cut the recording.
All right.
Gotcha.